when your mom passed, I think you were 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Was she sick for a period of time?
Oh man, she got sick in 1 week, so it was a shock, man.
Okay.
I think that's what kind of made me not care about nothing, because when Mama died, it was like, and it was a shock. I'm like, man, the worst gonna happen to me. So I always believe the worst can happen. That's why I tell people to know who God is, but to run to God, you gotta know who the devil is.
Right.
So you gotta know the worst can happen. So
right.
She wasn't sick. She got sick the day before my birthday, the day of my birthday, December 9th, and she died December 14th. So she got sick. She said her head was hurting, went to the hospital. Small town, say it was a nerve in her neck. She said there ain't no nerve. And we ain't have no car. She had nobody to take her to Augusta the whole time. When she said her head was hurting, she was bleeding the whole time. If she would have went to the hospital, they would have saved her. But not having those resources in the country, man, they made a big mistake. And the guy who came to pick her up, when she finally called the police, 911, she finally called 911 to come pick her up. She was in the hallway of the house, and the ambulance came, and she was sitting like this. She said, my head hurting so bad, and he shook her. And when he shook her, she went like that right there. And I was like, man, just that small town, they made a lot of little mistakes, but man, you know, when that happened, ever since then, my family, everybody tell me, even in a relationship, like, Wayne, you just don't care about what it is. When that happened to you, man, that's it. That ain't nothing can make me, how you gonna make me mad? You know what I'm saying? I got all this money and everything. I can't give it to my mama. Yeah, everybody wanna bless their mama, so it's like, nothing really mattered after that. I was like, man, life, that's when I learned to find that laugh. I was like, damn, boy, I can make people laugh when I want. But when I'm making people laugh, I'm really entertaining myself too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. That was different though.
The sudden passing of your mom, do you think that's had an impact on how you deal with women?
Yeah, definitely, because, you know, a piece of you'll try to end it because you don't want nothing to end. But at the same time, it affected me in a positive way. That's why I bless those women the way I bless them. Because my mama she was brokenhearted, but she was broke too.
Right.
And none of the father of the kids really stepped in like that. My dad had helped when they on good terms.
Right.
So that's when I broke that curse. I'm like, even if me and my baby mamas ain't talking, man, I'm gonna send that paper. I'm gonna make sure they straight, and I ain't gonna just send it for the child. You ain't gonna have to worry about your rent, your car, even if you don't deserve it, because God give me things I don't deserve. Like, people be asking for, God, give me what I deserve. Are you sure about that? Because you know what you did behind closed doors. So I ask for an undeserving favor. So I treat people how I want God to treat me. And I seen the different impact of how my kids raised, because they appreciate me more because they watch how they mama. They watch how you treat their mama, especially them boys. And it did have an impact on the way my children were raised, because now that they don't have to worry about that, it ain't really too much to stress about in this world.
Right.
We think it is. But a person that's why when celebrities be talking about money problems, they must forgot. When you ain't got no money, but I don't want to hear that.
Right.
Because when you ain't got no money and you got problems, when you broke hearted and broke, at least when you broken hearted, you got some money. Let me go shop and get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Boy, if you broken hearted and broken, I seen my mama, this lady was stressed. And then when I see a woman stressed, I get anxiety. Because let me at least try to relieve that part. You know how people like, let me smoke that weed. Yeah. Let me try to give her a little money. And you won't believe. Most of the time you give them a little money, they think they be stressed. For some reason my head ain't hurting no more.
Yeah, right. That way you see.
That head ain't left, man.
Right.
It's that money, man. My mom was broke, man.
When your mom passed, was your dad incarcerated, or was he around at the time?
Nah, he was in the town, you know, but he wasn't around when she passed. You know what I'm saying? He was around when she got sick when he was there, and he left. You know, she was laid in the bed for some days. You know what I'm saying? So she got sick before my birthday. It was like December the 6th, and she stayed in the bed for a minute, and she went to the hospital like December 10th, and they pronounced it dead on December the 14th.
Wow.
Yeah, so he really wasn't around like that, but he didn't understand, man. Like, ain't nothing nobody could do at that point.
Right.
Ain't no everything gonna be okay. Man,
yeah.
When you lose your mama at that point, because she was still my mama. She felt warm to me. I laid on her. I get in trouble. Like, at that age, she's your mama. She the rock. She the rock. And it's like, that get took away. You be like, man, life is crazy. you know, like, oh.
Did you seem to lose a sense of purpose? But it seemed like you stayed focused because you're like, yeah, I lost my rock, but I still see this on the horizon out there that I got to get to.
Yeah, I tried to become everything she wanted me to be.
Okay.
Because my mama was looking for a certain kind of man. I used to, her favorite movie was Pretty Woman. And I was like, why she like that movie so much? Because she seen a woman who was nothing to the world. And this man who had everything seen something in this woman. And that's what I realize now why that was her favorite movie. And I think that's why I was attracted to a lot of women who was in need. Because I'm like, man, I'm gonna bless y'all. Because the way you remember the end of the movie,
yes,
he told her, I'm gonna put you in the apartment. And I won't be around. But she wanted him. See, I forgot that part. She wanted him. Cause I started putting women up and blessing them. You good? And like, I want you too. That's see, I ain't watched the whole movie. But I realized, man, I became everything. Cause my mama was in it flaw. She seen me. She seen me fight one time. Why you let him get on top of you? She seen me beg to play with this dude. She was looking through the mirror. She said, why you begging him to play? She would not let me have any softness, any flaw. She was turning me into the man that she wanted, because she know this world ain't perfect. Like, she didn't want my daddy. She knew my daddy was in the streets hustling, but God, dog, at least drop this money off.
Right. You hustling. I mean, what you hustling? If you hustling, why you ain't got breaking no bread?
You complaining. Well, you was but you went out last night, man. Damn that. Pay this bill. Right. When you come over here and lay up.
Right.
You can't lay up, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on, man.
Right. How different would your life have been had your mom been able to see Wayne today?
And how different my life would have been. I think if she would have been here, I probably would have been out that country town, because she always knew I was gifted, and she used to always try to move me to Atlanta. But man, I can't think about it because I feel like she's still here. She ain't here in the flesh, but man, mama been here, because we was broke growing up. But when she died, and my mama ain't worked, but I don't know how she got enough money in Social Security. We got a Social Security check when she died every month. And I feel like, ooh, mama looking at me more in heaven than she could on earth. So
right.
I always had that positive mindset where I always felt like she was with me, because I've been able to get out of too much stuff. And the way I understand women, man, they got to be hurt. I feel like since I stayed connected spiritually, I think when you stay connected spiritually, people who died in your family, if you stay connected spiritually, they'll give you gems on how to survive through this earth. So I always felt like she here, I just can't see her physically. If she was here, I probably wouldn't be handing out all that money.
Right.
She would have been cut. She would have been.
Oh, yeah. She ain't gonna let you do all that.
Man,
she said, baby, you wasting that money.
I tell my baby mamas all the time, boy, if my mom was here, y'all would have been cut off. I tell them that.
They probably know that too.
Yeah.
They probably know that also.
Boy. Melissa Conan was here, boy.
Do you ever worry about getting canceled?
Nah, man. Cause I ain't scared to lose it all. You know what I'm saying? I lost my mama, so I ain't scared to lose this money or this fame. So that's why I think it always rise.
Right.
Because whatever you fear gonna happen. So I'm like, how you gonna cancel me if my father is God?
Wow.
I'm like, how? If God is my daddy, how can you control my destiny?
Right.
If you cancel me for something, that means I wasn't supposed to go over there anyway. So I'm not, I don't fear that. Because then I'll be trying to dodge everything.
Right.
No, I don't fear none of that. Because this ain't what feed me. This is what God using to feed me.
Right.
So if you take this away, I'd be building fireplace grills. Right. It'd be the #1 fire. I don't did a lot of things.
Right.
And God done showed me, he show up in everything. So man, I ain't really, I don't move like that.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because we like to do something before 2 something.